Poop sock. What the fuck?
It's all you, big boy.
Did you snap?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think we all snapped. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Two Nerds One Quest. It has been a morning for sure. I am your host and DM JC, here with these nerds, the man on the ones and twos, struggling through technical issues yet another morning. Tom M. Norman playing Aaron on. How's it going, buddy?
Poop socks for everyone.
I can't drink during the intros.
Yes.
There's no time.
Yes.
No time. There's no good time.
I wish my camera was working for you guys. I'm airboxing. I win.
Oh, I can see you hands in the air. I don't even need. I hear it in your voice. Of course, that other voice you hear is Ryan Crick's
Boomtown Game Day, get him.
decked out in the Packer gear, looking for a trip to the Super Bowl. And last but not least, Lore Master, the Lazy Dragon, the one, the only, Jeff Doc Williams.
Woot woot, happy Sunday.
Sundays are for D&D, right?
Indeed.
Indeed.
D&D and some nice Baileys and coffee.
Ooh, oh,
Actually,
Bailey.
I think it's actually
My coffee
Ghirardelli
right
chocolate. Ghirardelli chocolate liqueur.
Ghirardelli chocolate liqueur. Oh, wow, that almost sounds better in a way. Lore Master, you want to bring us up to date with what happened last week?
Sure. I didn't make it all the way through the rewatching last week's show, but I have some notes, so we'll go with it. Feel free to add on if anybody thinks of anything. We started out last session in the market near Torgs, watching their what we think is possibly the murderer that we are attempting to thwart. Figured it'd be best to lay low at this point, not give ourselves away. So on the way out, Aaron found a wizard to fix his spyglass, which was very helpful for the rest of that day. Got the dog sleds headed out, and as soon as we were on the road, the blizzard came rolling in, made it a lot more difficult to see and travel, and ended up quite a a 6-dog pileup.
Yeah, 6-dog pileup. That's probably that would have been a good show title for last week.
So strapped some sleds together in tandem and went as far as we could, and then hit up a Wayward Pine for the night and got some beautiful Northern Lights show for those on the middle of the night watches. In the morning, we separated the sleds where the weather was a little better. Found the remains of a dwarf, which we think we identified as the missing party member. And then, but the sled that should have been there was missing. Some tracks leading away also included Goblin tracks. And I think at that point I don't know if we left off sitting there or if we had started to follow the Goblin tracks.
That's kind of, you had noticed them, and beyond the Goblin tracks, it was also the dwarven body, the headless dwarven body that had severed limbs that were kind of munched on.
Hence the show title.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Dwarf. The other white meat, or was it dwarf? It's what's for dinner. Dwarf. It's what's for dinner. I think.
Yeah.
So, that being said, what would you like to do?
Did you bump your camera sideways?
I did put my camera sideways. There are people leaving my apartment right now.
The question that I would have is whether I thought we were going to try to take something off the dwarf to show that his friends that.
Guys did find a lock, a very
Okay,
elaborate,
that's it. Yeah,
decorative lock.
Yeah.
That's what I recall. Okay. Perfect.
And I don't remember who took that.
One of you grabbed it.
My
think
note
Rick
says
is being-
Aaron has it.
Eliana has it. Okay.
So add it to your equipment notes.
Someone add it to your equipment
Um,
notes. Eliana will give it to one of you fools.
I'll
I'm not
take
going
it.
to keep track of what you guys are
Perfect.
carrying. You keep track of what you're carrying.
All right,
Um,
and then let's. I think we want to let the dogs rest, rally the sled, and start following the goblin tracks.
All right.
Yeah, I think that's the wisest choice, guys.
It is cold. It is dark. The aurora borealis is still in the sky, somewhat. Not as bright as it was when it initially was there. You do end up finding these tracks, and when you set out, it's clear. Like I said, you can see the aurora borealis. There is no snow. There is very little wind. It's actually a relatively calm day, and you're thankful for that. About a half hour into your trip, you hear arguing, high-pitched voices arguing about how to push something. So, what would you like to do?
Do we see them, or they're just within earshot?
Earshot.
Do you see the what? I'm sorry.
I said, do we actually see them, or are they just within earshot?
They are within earshot right now. You think there's a cresting of snow ahead of you that you see.
All right.
I'm actually going to need 2 minutes. One of the guests woke up and came out, and everyone else just left. So I'll be right back.
Yep.
All right.
We'll discuss.
All right. So I think we got to pull back the dogs, right? And try to camp up and just proceed on foot.
Agreed.
Or I guess we could try to shoot over the
blitz 'em.
ridge and Panzerfaust or whatever. I've never attacked from a dog sled. Is that you can attack on horseback, but it's probably not advantageous to attack on the back of a dog sled?
I would probably agree
Probably.
with that statement.
I mean, I would say, yeah. I mean, if you're just like swiping as you go by with something sharp, it's probably not too difficult. But if you're trying to aim a shot with a bow or something, I mean, depending on how many there are, we could always do the tuck and roll and slam into them or something.
I don't.
All right.
But we don't know yet we don't know what we're gonna face when we cross the ridge, so it's tough to make that plan.
Do you want to put the dogs at that risk, though?
No, I mean we really
could always
don't.
Make the
So
goblins pull us back to town.
here's what I think is appropriate. Then let's stow the dogs on this side of the ridge, and then Aaron do some scouting to see if there's a way that we can get up to them without them noticing and get a surprise attack.
Sorry for that. Okay, so you guys are discussing surprise attacking the goblins.
Yeah. So I think we're in agreement. We're not going to bring the dog sleds over the ridge. We're going to park the dog sleds and then kind of burrow them in real quick. Aaronon's going to do some scouting while we're burrowing to see if we can find a way to approach them by foot that would give us a potential surprise attack.
Okay, so you're going to scout ahead and kind of crest this ridge to look at what you're dealing with?
Yes.
I think Aaronon's just going to use his stealthiness to
Yeah.
try to
make-
see what it is going on over there.
Make a stealth check.
Come on, big numbers. 20.
20? silent as the grave. Kind of climb up in the snow and you just pierce over. What you see is a large dog sled with a huge tarped pile of what you assume is the ingots on it. There are 6 goblins. There are 4 of them just furiously pushing at this sled, and 2 of them yelling at the ones that are pushing it and bickering with each other. They're fighting over the you should push, no, you should push too, and just back and forth and getting really crabby. They don't see you at all. Make a no, you don't even make a perception check because it's 240 feet away. In the distance, they're about 120 feet from the crest that you came up and looked. Oh, they're 120 feet away. 120 feet beyond them is a large wagon. Standing on top of that wagon is a goblin that has a bit more accoutrement to them. There's a bit more decorative stuff, and by decorative I mean bones and whatnot hanging off their cold weather gear.
My perception check was 9.
That's fine. You
okay.
didn't really need it. The other thing, other than this goblin standing on top of this big wagon, is the wagon is being pulled by 2 large polar bears.
Yikes.
And she seems to be this goblin with a 9. You don't know it's a girl yet. Hands on hips on top of this wagon, just kind of looking at them, waiting for them to bring this wagon or this dog sled to the wagon.
While Aaronon's doing that, we're probably getting dogs corralled, tied, just so that they don't, if we do need to go in, or at least ready to do that.
Make an animal handling check, Doc, as you're rounding up the dogs.
These always go well. 12.
12. Prince starts growling. He's not growling at you. He's growling at what he hears over the ridge. Kind of like he hears what's going on, and he saw Aaronon go, and he's on high alert.
I'll try to signal Ellie to calm him down, because I don't think anybody else has got a shot at it.
That's probably
Ellie,
a true statement.
Ellie, my mouse does not control my Chromebook. I need a second monitor. That's what I need.
I think we had this discussion once before.
I think we did.
I've got some old TVs you could just hook up.
I honestly think I have a second monitor somewhere. I just got to dig it out.
I think you may have said that in episode 1.
I think I did say that in episode 1 that I need a second monitor. All right, Ellie's animal handling. Oh yeah, she's got +4, so. Oh yeah, it's a 16.
So quick side note, I had to stand up real quick, and I heard the polar bear part. Was there anything else around other than the polar bears?
The goblin standing on top of the wagon. Yep. The polar bears are pulling the wagon.
Yep. Okay. So that is all I see.
That is all you see.
Okay. So I'm going to pull out my spyglass and look at the goblin standing on top of the wagon to see if I get better description.
With your spyglass, you'd understand that this is a female goblin. As softer features as a goblin could have, she has softer features than the other ones. She is standing, like I said, she has like a necklace of bones. There's some feathers tucked into her hood. She has piercing on her nose, and she's just... And her general demeanor, you think she may be in charge, because she's hands on hips and...
Not helping.
Rolling eyes and not helping, and yells occasionally at them. Looking through your spyglass, you do realize there are 2 other goblins that are on the back side of the wagon. They're grabbing something. They're trying to lift something. They're moving towards the front of the wagon.
Wow, so that's 9 goblins, huh?
9 goblins, 2 polar bears.
Good lord.
Couple more and it'll be a fair fight.
Yeah, right.
Um.
I'm gonna go
Yeah,
back.
boy.
I'm gonna go back over the ridge and like kind of shake my head and say,
Okay.
There's a lot of them. There's 9 goblins, 2 polar bears, and a partridge in a pear tree.
A little late for that. Christmas was last month.
Shrug.
So are we better off trying to beat them ahead and set a trap?
Well, because now, John, the sled was a little higher up, right? Like, so their sled that they're trying to push it up to was at higher ground than where the 6 goblins were at, or was it all even level?
The 6 goblins are trying to push the sled up to the wagon.
Okay.
And they're struggling. That is an uphill thing, and that's part of the reason they're struggling.
So we have the high ground advantage.
From where
Anakin,
you are, yeah. But
I have the high ground.
So Doc and everyone's here. Goes up the ridge to where you were observing. This goes down this way, and then back up this way towards their wagon.
Okay.
And they're starting that incline towards their wagon.
I
What's
I think because we would have
What's-
the high ground, I think we take advantage of that.
what's the range on the ranged weapons that you guys have?
Oh shit, that's a good question.
That's a
Yeah,
very
I
good
mean,
question.
if they're already 100 feet beyond the ridge, we'd have to move beyond the high ground.
No, you're right.
You guys have bows and crossbows?
Yeah, I have hand crossbows, and I have my short bow goes 320.
Yeah, my spells are 60, guiding bolt is 120.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Eliana's got
If,
Sacred Flame.
if
is
they're
60.
already if
Thorn
they're
Whip
already
is
struggling getting the sled up the hill, a couple less goblins will pretty much end the struggle and force them to deal with us. And then the
A spiritual weapon will go 120 feet,
That's interesting.
says Ellie.
That's,
Drop that
They're
right next
short.
to them, maybe slug a couple of them off of the sled.
That's interesting.
What if we bypass the 6 pushing the sled and go to... Because if we take out the head honcho, maybe that will discourage them from putting up a big fight.
How far is the matron?
240 feet.
Yeah. So if we just 2 on each side go and bypass the sleds, you know what I mean? Kind of hide and just bypass them and go up the hill. And I mean, there's
come in
2
flanking.
Yeah, come in flanking. There's 2 polar bears there though. But I don't know if they're attack polar bears or if they're just pulling polar bears. I mean, we'll see, I guess,
Well,
if they
But
work on command.
hopefully they're strapped to the wagon. I don't know.
Yeah, they were.
Did
They
you
were,
see?
Yep. Yeah, you saw they were strapped to the
So
wagon. They
then
were clearly set up to
they're-
pull the wagon.
Their range is the wagon, and how far they can pull that in a turn. Okay. So I'll take Doc and head around the left side, and Aranon. We'll say go when we see the first arrow fly, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, that sounds like a good plan to me.
So am I going with the other way then, by myself? What would you like
No,
me to do?
I imagine Ellie's going with Aranon. Aranon, do you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, so I just stay with Aranon.
You head with Aranon. I'll take Doc around this way. You guys head that way, and when
Hold
the
me
first
together,
arrow
quarterback.
flies, we'll battle.
Walking or dog sleds?
Walking.
Dog sleds will cause too much noise.
Yeah, one yip and our cover is blown.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad we can't set a timer on the dogs. Have them start
That's fair.
yipping as a distraction.
Good point.
I mean, you can tell them. I'm not sure how effective it's going to be.
Okay,
What?
dogs,
Hey.
we need you to hold still for like 5 minutes, maybe
Doc.
10, and then just start barking. Yeah.
Can you blow a really loud, high-pitched noise at the dogs when we're all on the other side?
I don't
Can
know
you
why I
change the
didn't
pitch
think
of
of
the
that
horn?
first. I mean, it's a horn. I can, yeah,
You can blow it in one of their heads. Yeah, sure. That's actually a really good idea.
sure.
I mean, there are other uses other than sticking it in your butt and farting.
It's
That's the sound it makes when you do.
Hmm. All right.
Enough then.
I think
Table
we got a
speechless.
plan.
Norm, you killed us all.
Hey, I'm
So-
full of it today. I like it.
I'm assuming this is going to mean some stealth rolls.
Yes. Stealth rolls for everybody.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh man, where's inspiration when you need it?
Ellie doesn't have any.
I am not stealthy.
I
Doc
don't
does
think
not
this
have
is
it.
a stealth one.
Crixus does not have
Clink,
it.
clink, 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 clink.
Aaron
I
doesn't
have
it.
advantage when I do
You
stealth.
have.
because
You
of
also
my-
have inspiration.
Yep, I know.
So if you wanted to give that to someone else, you're able to.
Oh, can I?
So you're yes. That's one of the
I
things
don't know
about
if it's going to
inspiration
matter.
now. Now, you get to know the results of the die rolls. Ellie's stealth
Though.
check
5.
was a. Where's her stealth?
Mine was
No, that's
21.
yours.
I'm fine.
Yeah, you got a 21. That's actually pretty damn good. Ellie had a 4.
Which
Doc
is
had 5.
which is accurate for Ellie's stealth
Yep.
up until this point.
Crixus had a 1
Mm.
at disadvantage.
Mm.
So,
As you guys are sneaking around,
not doing a good job.
Ellie realizes how much noise she's making and stops. In the moment that she stops, the goblins stop pushing suddenly and they all stop like they heard something on the wind. They're all turning and looking.
I'm gonna tell Ellie because I'm assuming she's still right next to me.
You can tell she's gonna stop.
Yeah. So I'm gonna when she
Dude.
stops, I'm
Yeah.
going to tell her to stay put. When we attack when I get up and start attacking the main shaman-y person,
Mhm.
she can surprise attack the 6 from the
Okay.
woods.
As there aren't a lot of woods here. You're kind of sneaking around through heavy snow and just trying to stay low.
Okay.
You're the only one really succeeding at it.
Mm-hmm.
At the point you kind of separate from Ellie, she just kind of motions you to go on because she knows she's making a lot of sound. The goblins stop and like they hear something on the wind and they're suddenly very observant. It's funny you mentioned a partridge in a pear tree before, because the thing you didn't notice was the hawk overhead, which lets out a scream. And when the hawk lets out the screech, the matronly style goblin on top of the wagon starts yelling at them something. Do any of you speak Goblin?
no.
Yes, I do.
Not I.
You
Unless
speak Goblin.
I wrote down that I understand curses in most languages due to my backstory, but not the actual language.
You
Actually
hear a
makes
couple.
sense.
You hear a couple of goblin curse words come through this as she is swearing up a storm at them, telling them to get moving, that people are coming. She said they're flanking you, you morons, and continues just berating them as they're going. All of you push, damn it!
I envision like it's that part in Pulp Fiction where they're holding up the cafe and the female is screaming at them.
Very much
Yes.
so. That's basically, yeah, imagine that, her standing on the table, run, yelling at him.
Every motherfucking last one of you, motherfuckers.
Tell that bitch to chill out. The thing is you guys are not Samuel L. Jackson, and this situation is going south quickly.
I do carry a wallet, though, that does say bad motherfucker on it.
That's canon.
I believe that's true.
So what I would like in this moment is for everyone to roll initiative,
Yeah.
because the
knew it
goblins
was
have
coming.
cited 3 of you.
Can I roll initiative at advantage?
If
Don't you have the boots of
advantage
Elven
on it.
I think you have advantage on initiative, don't you?
Oh,
Is there a little A by your initiative score?
No, there isn't.
Oh, okay. Boots of Elvenkind don't do that, do they? Well, that's advantage on stealth checks.
I was gonna say they give me advantage on stealth.
There is something though that is it Boots of Springing and Striding that give you advantage on initiative. I thought there was a magical item that gave you advantage on initiative.
I know all the warning ones do, like the dagger warning and that. I know those
Oh yeah,
do.
that's what I'm thinking of. Because you can't be like caught off guard.
Right.
And that's oh gosh, Ellie.
I got a 9 for my initiative.
Let's see these gobos. Crixus, what'd you have?
3.
What in the actual hell?
And
Just
then
wait for it.
Doc.
4.
Oh my god. Really?
Oh,
boy.
We're screwed.
So, the goblins go first.
All 9 of them plus the polar bears.
Well, the nice thing is you're still... How far... I'm going to ask you a question. How far out to the side did you flank as you're creeping past?
I assume that we would go pretty far out because...
Just give me a distance in feet.
100 feet.
Yeah,
100 feet each
sure.
side? Okay. So you guys went to 100 feet each side. So
Yeah,
that's...
because we would still want to be within striking distance.
Yeah, there is good... So they see you. The 3 of you, Crixus and Doc and Ellie. Let's see. I need life totals. I need... Where are my stat blocks? I got stat blocks here. Okay. So... And this will be interesting because there are 6 of these. I'm going to run out of paper space. Because that's just the 6 of those. There's the other 3 plus the polar bears.
So D&D Beyond doesn't have life totals and dice rollers for your
I should.
adventures yet.
I need to get into the encounter maker. I guess they're amping that up. Dave's been using it, and he swears by it. So I gotta actually start using that more. And I'll get into it. Maybe when I get a second monitor.
There you go.
There you go.
Sure, why not?
When my mouse controls this screen over here instead of me having to go to a different set of input tools. So first, oh, no, that was one less goblin than I had there. Let me actually open this notebook and set up the other ones too. So the first goblin, that's them. Oh, this will be nice because then this notebook will be these guys, and there are 2 more of these. Okay, so that's by the wagon, that's by the sled. That works well. First goblin sprints towards Ellie, moving 60 feet closer to her. The second one sprints towards Ellie, moving 60 feet closer to her. And then 4 of them sprint towards Doc and Crixus, moving 60 feet closer, so they're going to be within 40 feet of you guys. When the 4 leave, they were the 4 that were pushing the wagon, or the sled. The last one that let go of the sled realizes the sled is starting to slide back down the hill, and frustrated by its progress, runs to try and stop it again.
Haha.
And rolls a 3 on its strength check. The sled rolls back over this goblin, basically trapping it under the sled.
Yes.
It is stuck there. It is taking a little bit of bludgeoning damage as this sled kind of crunches on a lot of it, of 4 on a d4. So there's a sled goblin right now.
Nice. We have an ally called
Who's
Sled.
under the sled. That's the 6 of them. The boss jumps down off of the wagon and draws a bow. Wait, hang on a minute. Does it have a bow? I think it has a bow. No, it grabs a javelin. That's what it's got. And it's looking at you guys, and it heaves a javelin towards Crixus and Doc.
Going for an Olympic record, are we?
It's an 8,
Did he-
so it's not going to hit either one of you.
And now you have an extra weapon.
The javelin
have
lands
my
between the 2 of you. Just barely getting to you. She's got range to throw to you guys, but it's not accurate at that range. The other 2 run whatever they're carrying, run around the side of the wagon and throw it at the polar bears. And you're more concerned about the other goblins, so you don't know exactly what happened there, but they throw this, whatever it was, at the polar bears, and you see the polar bears kind of go after it. And they start running back around the back side of the wagon. That puts us at Aranon then. You have not been seen yet.
So the polar bears went around to the back side of the wagon?
No,
The other 2 goblins.
The other
Oh,
2
okay.
goblins that threw this.
I missed
Aranon,
the goblins.
you're not. You're observing the situation. You aren't actively being attacked or in combat, so you would have seen that it was a massive chunk of meat
Mhm.
that they threw to the polar bears, and the polar bears started going after this meat, and then they moved around the back side of the wagon as if they were going to climb in the wagon to grab something.
Okay. I'm going to continue going up the hill to... My goal is to surprise attack the head honcho.
You're within 120 feet of them, if that matters to you.
Okay.
It might be a disadvantage bow shot.
Well, I have
One
my
more.
2 hand bows. My hand crossbows are 120 feet.
Okay. They're what, 30, 120? Or are they 120, 240?
3120.
3120. So they'll be at disadvantage, the shots.
Oh.
If you're within 30, they're just normal attacks. Being surprised, you have advantage on those. But that would mean they'd be normal shots from where you're at,
Yeah.
but you would not get your sneak attack damage because there would be no advantage there.
Oh, I gotcha. All right, I'm going to get closer then because I want that advantage and I want that extra. Man, I need that extra dice.
So I assume then you are moving,
I'm going to continue sneaking up the hill.
using your action to move, and then your bonus action to dash.
Yep.
With your cunning action. So that moves you 90. What's your speed? 30 or 35? I think it's 30.
Where do I... Oh, 30.
30.
If,
So you move,
if he's moving stealthily, does that affect the amount of distance, or he's okay because he's not seen?
what was your stealth? Actually, roll another stealth check.
Oh, damn it.
You can do better. Natural 20, say.
Yeah, right? Fuck. Oh, the dice gods love me today. 25. It rolled
25.
It rolled from 5 to 18.
You can move your full 90 feet stealthily through the snow, crouched low. You got like snow on your hood and stuff, and you're just zooming along in the snow. You're within 30 feet at the end of your turn of the goblin boss, and she has not seen you.
Okay, I'm going to use my hand
That
crossbows.
That's your full turn though.
Yeah,
That's right.
Your
Because
movement,
Yep.
action,
your
and
action
dash.
to
Yep.
dash, and then your bonus action to dash.
Yep. You are
So
correct.
that's all your things to get your 90 feet of movement. So that moves us to Ellie, who summons her spiritual weapon. I'm gonna turn my camera here for a second. I think. Was that here? I don't think that's here. Oh no, that's next door. All right. I'm gonna summon her spiritual weapon to the two that are approaching her. And let's bring out the spell, spiritual weapon. She attacks the first one. If it will roll. I clicked on that. Oh, screw it. I'll roll physical dice. 11 is her roll to hit the old goblin, and that misses. As her, what would this be? This is a nice pick of Lathander because or a mining pick. Or no, it's a giant crampon like boot that stamps down in the snow.
All right.
It's trying to squish them into the snow.
Just trying to squish them overhead. Completely misses. They both get out of the way of it as it comes down. That was her bonus action, I think. Yep, bonus action. So she's got her spiritual weapon out there. As an action, she doesn't have any ranged weapons. She is going
Do you have
to.
any cantrips?
That's looking. Yeah, she could. She could. She could Sacred Flame as a cantrip. So she's gonna Sacred Flame one of them. Try to. Needs a Dex saving throw. These little buggers are Dexy, if I remember correctly. Kinda, yeah. Yeah, it dodges out of the way of the Sacred Flame. But attention is fully. Those two are fully in combat with her now. They're 40 feet away, and she's got them engaged. Doc, it is you.
All right.
You have 3 goblins bearing down on you from approximately 40 feet away.
Okay. Is the javelin close enough to grab?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I would like to grab the javelin and throw it at them. If I can do that, unless it's like stuck in the ground, then I probably can't do both.
I was gonna say, yeah, picking up the item and then throwing it would be difficult. It's in snow. I'm gonna ask you to make a dexterity saving throw to see if you succeed at this. You'll be able to pick it up and throw it in one motion.
9.
9. You pick it up and you kind of stumble. You realize you aren't gonna be able to throw it this turn.
All right.
But you have a javelin in your hand now. You have movement left if you like.
Sure. I'll just position myself defensively in front of Crixus.
Okay.
Then.
You're gonna stand in front of the guy with the shield.
Yeah. I've got a javelin. It's pointy.
I mean, fair enough, but I mean, you could stand
front line.
behind him and put it on his shoulder.
The pike. He's the pike line. The pike wall. That's what he's doing. Plant the butt end of that javelin in the ground and just lower it as they come charging in.
And hope to hell the goblin just runs and just ignores the spike and runs into it.
Exactly. It's kind
They're
of
not
fun.
smart.
I mean, true.
Actually, yeah. That's what I'll do. Yep.
All right, Crixus. You see Doc pick up the javelin, go to try and throw it, and stumble a little bit, and then take up a defensive position in front of you.
I am going to just move forward and stay just kind of to the back left shoulder of Doc, and then I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon as well.
Okay.
Within melee attack distance of the front goblin.
Okay.
Coming at us.
Okay.
And as always, my spiritual weapon is a whip. and I will attack the goblin.
All right.
Has he been a naughty goblin?
It is only a 10 to attack.
Only a 10 to attack. It misses. It misses the goblin.
So apparently not naughty enough to get a spanking.
Not naughty enough. Just didn't get the job done. And then, yeah, that's it.
All right, we're back to the goblins. The goblin boss jumps down off the wagon, moves to the back side of it. The two that were through the chunk of meat to the polar bears run inside. They come out. They have weapons on them. They went inside and retrieved weapons. Looks like they have like short bows, and there's like some sort of sword type thing hanging from their hips. The polar bears are tearing into the chunk of meat, and let's see. That's that whole section by Aranon. The two headed towards Ellie. One stays occupied by the spiritual weapon. The other one actually moves right up to her. Cannot swing because it used its movement and its action to get there. But moves right up into melee range of Ellie. The three of them, the one in front that your spiritual weapon swung at holds. The other two keep advancing towards you and Doc. They get right into melee range, but again, they can't do anything. They needed 40 feet of movement, so to get there, they burnt their movement and stuff. The one under the wagon is going to try and get out from underneath it. And he is able to actually push himself out from underneath it. And he actually kind of pushes the wagon, or not the wagon, the sled. And the sled goes sailing back down into the low point of this snow. And he stands up and starts moving towards Crixus and Doc.
So did he take bludgeoning damage with that?
Oh, yeah. He took 4 points of bludgeoning damage from the wagon.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, it clobbered him pretty good. That is all the goblins. So let me get... So this guy is... Let's see. This is the spiritual. Running 9 NPCs into combat is... crazy.
For real.
We'll take care of that for you.
Yeah, please do. Alright, so those are those. These two are in melee. Especially Theater of the Mind, too. So when running 9, it'd be nice to have... These are 30 feet off of Aranon. And this guy is... See, he's 85 feet away. Okay. That was the goblins. Aranon, it's you.
All right. So
You-
when she
You are
moved,
30 feet away from her and her 2 lackeys.
okay, that was my question. Was she still in range if she moved?
Yeah, she just jumped down off the top of the wagon. In fact, if anything, she's
doesn't-
probably a little bit closer, maybe 5-10 feet closer to you.
She doesn't know you're there, so
Yeah.
unwittingly she's...
All right. I'm going to use my dual wielding hand crossbows. Now, the one in my offhand is at disadvantage
Yes.
when I shoot it. Okay.
Yeah, because you don't have dual wielding as a feat. Correct?
I do not see it.
Trying to remember, but I think you said he can fire them both, but the loading is the problem.
Yeah.
Not
Loading.
so much the disadvantage, but the loading part.
That's right. Yes, you can fire them both. You get one shot with both of them. You don't get your dexterity bonus to the damage with the offhand one. That's what it is.
Okay. So
And then probably can only reload one per round.
Well, and I'm going for a one shot anyways. I mean, after this, I'm gonna hang them back on my belt and.
Dagger.
So
Well,
All right, strong hand is at advantage because I am
Hit it.
surprising,
Yep.
right?
Hidden. Yep.
Get him, get him, get him.
25.
25 absolutely hits. You're aiming at the
Yeah,
boss,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm aiming at the boss.
Okay.
Make sure you get your sneak attack in there.
Oh, I will. So we'll do this.
Yeah.
So that's 8 plus. Come on, big money. 8 plus 9 is what? 17?
Yes.
Yeah.
8 plus 9, yes, is 17. Math is hard. It's early.
Yeah. On Sundays, I can only count by 7s and 3s.
Attaboy.
See what you did there.
It's nice.
And then for my... Can I use my bonus action then to... Because usually you just tell me I have to drop it. Can I use my bonus action to put him back on my... Yep.
Your bonus actions for your offhand attack.
Oh, that's right. Duh.
Yep.
I forgot I have to do my other hand yet.
As a free action, you can drop them both.
That did not sound right.
Say that again. I missed it.
I said, oh, that's right. With my bonus action, I have to do my other hand yet.
Oh, yeah. That's the reason we called the stranger.
All right.
Okay. So your first attack when you shot. Oh, yeah. Never mind. You're good. How much damage did it do?
17.
17.
17.
17.
Which is, ironically, my 2 hit with my offhand.
So, just hits.
Ooh.
Nice.
Um,
No sneak attack this time, sadly.
Nope. And damage is 7.
Okay. So you've done some good old damage to Miss Boss.
Yep. And I'm
She
gonna.
clearly knows where you are now.
Yep. And I'm going to drop my.
Actually, you know what? On the second attack, because the first attack hit her,
Mhm.
and she felt it, and she was aware where you were at that point. On the second attack, she grabs one of her goblin buddies that is there, and pulls him in front of her, and that arrow hits him.
Oh, I declare shenanigans.
7, redirect attack. When a creature the goblin can see targets it
That's
with
the
an
thing.
attack, the goblin chooses another goblin within 5 feet of it. The 2 goblins swap places. The chosen goblin becomes the target instead. It's a reaction she has.
Shenanigans.
Whack.
So she
do that.
back there, and this guy is down.
Let's be honest.
7.
All of you are fair game if I had the opportunity to do that.
Aranon, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
It all makes sense now. You're a goblin.
Yep. So those were Aranon's attacks. Then we are on Ellie, whose spiritual weapon is swinging at a gobbo. Which I'm just gonna roll that because I know that's a. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a 23. That hits, and her spiritual weapon hits pretty big if I remember correctly. Spiritual weapon is 1d8 plus 4. For 6 damage to the goblin. Let's see, where's her spiritual weapon one? So that goes to there. And then she's going to fire, what was it? Sacred Flame, the other one. She's trying to keep some distance. And it saves. Again, this little guy's jumping all over the place trying to get... Oh, actually, no, wait. They're in melee of her. She moved her spiritual weapon to smack the one. She's going to swing her mace at the other one. That's what she would have been doing. If it moves into melee, she's not going to try and... It would be a mace to the face, which is a different bonus, which would have... Oh, yeah, because it's not a thing. 17 hits, so damage for that. She's able to club that one for 5 damage. Remember, they're in melee now. Then she does that. She does that. So it was a bonus action for her spiritual weapon, then her action to attack. She's not going to move anywhere. That moves it to Doc.
All right. Since he's got the javelin in his hand, he's actually going to use it as a melee weapon and just start swinging it. Okay. He'll take out one of the goblins in melee.
All right.
Jeez. 9.
9 does not hit.
Second attack. There we go. 23.
That hits.
For 7 damage.
7 damage. You swing the javelin and the point of it slashes across his cheek and he's bleeding like Count Rugen at the end of.
Nice. I'll use action surge.
Oh, excellent.
10.
10 misses.
I gotta get some new dice here, I think. 15?
15 just hits.
Alright.
Maybe they just need to be warmed
Hey,
up.
that's a 6 on a 6, so 8 more damage.
8 more damage to it.
It's been a while since we've had combat. Maybe you just need to warm them up.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Plus, it's
anything else, Doc?
No. That's it.
Grixis, you got 2 in melee range. Doc is wailing on one of them. You see, he took the javelin instead of throwing it anywhere. He decided to use it as a melee weapon. Using it.
I'm gonna So my spiritual weapon still is engaged with one of them, right?
Yep.
So I'll attack with that first.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
And that is a 9 damage.
Excellent.
And then point blank range, I'm going to guiding bolt to a goblin right in front of me.
The one,
not the goblin, not the one engaged with Doc.
Okay. So the other one. There is also one 85 feet away from you that's approaching. The one that was under the wagon.
We'll leave him be for now.
Okay.
He's got a ways to go.
Yes, he does.
19 to hit with the guiding bolt.
Yep.
And radiant damage of 15.
I need you to say that again. You turned into a robot on me. They're just the damage.
13. Sorry.
13. Excellent.
Radiant damage. Yeah.
Fantastic.
13 damage. And then we'll have advantage.
And he's lit up.
Yep.
Yes, he is. He's sparkly now.
He's keeping the other goblins warm with the radiance.
Goblins are going to start swinging. See, we'll deal with Aranon first. The goblin that she threw in front of your second shot is going to come charging at you. He runs up to you and he pulls a sword from his belt as he's running towards you and swings it at you. Does a, where's that, 21 hit you?
That would be a yes.
For 7 slashing damage as it cuts through you with a scimitar. The next one charges you as well. Struggles to pull its sword out of its belt. It gets it out of there.
But he sliced his belt and his pants fell down.
When he goes to swing, he completely whiffs in the air. And the other goblin just ducks out of the way and just barks some profanity at him. Goblin. The boss grabs... What does the boss have here? The boss runs in as well. Is going to run up to you. So you got an attention of 3 of them. He's going to run in and try and swing at you, drawing a scimitar as well. Does a 17 hit you?
Correct. Yes, it does.
Okay, so then it is 7 points of slashing damage. Ooh, they're rolling well on their damage.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge.
Okay, And you uncanny dodge out of the way, and you're glad you did, because as you dodge, you lessen that damage. You cut that in half, so you take 3 points of damage, slashing damage. And the second attack that comes swings into the space that you had just been standing.
Nice.
And she completely misses you there. You are engaged with 3 of them in melee range right now. That's where things are at with you. They've all attacked, so you're good. You've made it through the round as far as that. 85-foot sled goblin, moving full movement towards Crixus and Doc. He's 15 feet away from you guys now. Let's see. We have the one is fighting the spiritual weapon, which isn't going to damage the spiritual weapon at all, but he's swinging at it. He's not very bright. Then one is going to swing at Doc. I don't want the boss's stats. I want Goblin stats, which I think is a +4, 18 to hit Doc.
Yep.
7 points of slashing damage. And then one at Crixus. A 9 probably does not hit you.
Would not.
It misses you. That's those 2. Ellie has one involved with her spiritual weapon. It's not going well either. The one's going to melee her. That's a 23 to hit, which absolutely hits her, and she takes 6 points of slashing damage. She seriously had 23 hit points. You guys had a long rest.
Yeah, I think we've had a couple long rests.
That I did mark for her. Let me mark that long rest for her, and then I'll take her 6 hit points away. Start her on her full hit point total. There we go. So she has taken 6. So that is her. That is them. That is that one. That is all of them. Polar bears are still eating the meat, tearing at it, just kind of nonplussed by everything going on around them. Aranon, we're back to you. You have choice of 3 goblins. You have 2 goblins and a goblin boss. You've done the most damage to the boss.
Yeah, I'm going to pull out my short sword and take a swing at her.
Okay.
Does 27 hit?
Yes. She's going to grab the same goblin she grabbed before and shove him in front of her as her reaction.
Lady.
She gets to do this. She's using her reaction to do it, so she can't take an AO on you if you move away. They might be able to, but she keeps putting her lackeys in front of her. So how much is the damage that this poor goblin takes?
Come on, lady. It is 8.
8 points of damage. It's looking a little beat up, a little bloody here. Having taken a crossbow bolt and a sword slash to the head.
She only has so many meat shields.
Right.
Anything else you'd like to do? Took your sword attack. You got a bonus action thing you want to do?
Meat shield does not ever get old.
Meat shield's fantastic. I love meat shield. That's Goblin meat shield. That's actually, throw that in there for the show title.
I'm already on it.
Yep, I like that one. Then, yeah, so that would be your turn then.
Do you have a bonus action yet, right?
Yeah.
Because rogues have some cool bonus actions. Maybe I don't know if any of them work when you're up that close though.
Disengage.
Yeah, my bonus action would be disengage.
You don't get dodge, do you? For bonus?
You can. I think dodge would actually probably be a good, because I think his
so I can do
cunning action. You can dodge with his cunning action as a bonus action.
My uncanny dodge is my reaction. Attack, cast a spell, dash, disengage, dodge, grapple, help, hide, improvise, ready, search, shove, use an object. Oh, so my action in combat.
Yeah.
I already used.
Dash,
action.
disengage, or hide. That's
Yeah.
what the cutting action allows.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna actually disengage.
You're gonna disengage and then move 30 feet away.
Yep.
Okay.
And actually, I'm going to head. Which way do I want to head?
I'm gonna turn this for a second. People come in. So you disengage. Which way are you moving?
Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to head down towards Ellie,
Okay.
just in case, because I seem to be doing fine on my own, but I don't want to kind of be too far away from the group.
Okay.
Also, I want to put distance between me and Polar Bear.
So you're heading just straight back towards Ellie.
Yep.
Okay, so you move 30 feet back that direction.
Yep.
They can still see you. All right, everyone's in now.
I'm gonna lay down in the snow and kind of cover myself and hide.
Don't lay down; they'll kill you.
You used your bonus action to disengage. You could have used a tide.
Where would
Goblin
I-
matron sits on your back and rides you like a horsey.
Yeah, where would I hide though? I mean,
Goblin dominatrix.
nope, I'm out on that one.
You've already been there, huh?
Tried it once, didn't turn out
Tried it
well.
once, didn't like it. Required resurrection by a cleric friend of yours. Okay, so you disengage, move away. That puts us back to, let's see, that was Aranon. Ellie has spiritual weapon time. Oh, that's a nat 20.
Nice.
That's gonna
Yeah.
be huge for her. It's 1d8
Hopefully
plus
enough.
4, so it'll be 2d8 plus 4,
Get him, girl.
which ends up being 9 plus 4 is 13. Which one is Ellie's spiritual weapon goblin? This one. Clubs it. She takes her mace out and swings at the other one. And does that hit? What is her bonus to her mace? It just hits. The other one connects with its lower jaw. And ghetto crits for 8 to its lower jaw. That one's looking pretty rough as well. Then that's she's gonna stand tight where she is. Doc, it's you now.
All right.
You have 2 in melee range, 1 hit. You have advantage on from the guiding bolt from Crixus.
Okay.
The other one's the one you were attacking prior to that.
I'll keep on the one that I was attacking prior,
Okay.
and that's a miss.
Ooh.
And 19 to hit
19 absolutely hits.
for 5 more damage.
5 more damage. That guy's looking pretty weak. Pretty weak. He doesn't like where he's standing right now. He's feeling
That's-
a little woozy, man.
That's good for me.
All right, that moves us on to Crixus. You have advantage on the one that you guiding bolted. The one that Doc is fighting looks a little woozy, man. You have your spiritual weapon out on a one about 60 feet away from you.
All right, I'll first attack with the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
And that does 17 to hit,
Yep, 17 hits.
and the full 11 damage.
Oh, fantastic. He's feeling pretty woozy too.
Nice.
He's
All
getting
right.
really frustrated because he's swinging at this thing that he can't hit. He's not understanding it, and it keeps clubbing him back. This goblin is absolutely just frustrated trying to fight an illusory weapon that keeps hitting it.
It's a big
Adorable, look at it. And then I'm gonna try to bury my hand axe in the other guy's head. So
The one that
the
looks-
one that I hit with guiding bolt.
Okay, so you got advantage on this attack.
Get him.
18.
18
to hit.
hits. Yep, absolutely.
4
4.
damage.
He looks a little beaten up. Not quite as bad as the other guys, but he's getting there.
And that is going to be it.
That is going to be it. The Goblin boss runs toward Aranon and is going to swing at Aranon. And let's see. It's got first attack is a 15 to hit.
Nope.
Second attack is a 20 to hit.
Yep.
That was at disadvantage too. Jeez. For 3 points of slashing damage.
So here's my question with my uncanny dodge. Is that once per attacker or is that once per round?
What does it say?
I think it uses your reaction.
It's my reaction, so...
Yes, so you get one. One per round. Every time your turn ends, it resets.
Okay, so I can't use it again until... my
Correct.
turn.
It's the same with her redirect attack, the boss grabbing the goblin. She can only do that once until her turn cycles through again.
Okay.
Might as well eat 3.
I am eating 3.
All right, so you take 3. The other goblin that hasn't been thrown in front of you twice runs down to attack you.
The other one went home.
The other one is actually turning and heading back towards the wagon. He's sick of being thrown in front of.
You're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That one swings for 17 to hit.
Yep.
Oh, 16. 16, sorry, 16.
Yep, 16 still hits.
16 still hits. So it's a d6 plus 2. 4 slashing damage from that one. So you have one less pursuer now, Aranon. Then the 2 are occupied by the spiritual weapon. The one's going to melee Ellie and miss. The other one's going to move up 15 feet to Doc and swing at him. That's the last. And he misses and is running through the deep snow. The one that was engaged with Doc is going to swing at Doc. 15. Or no, 18.
Hits.
18 hits.
Hits.
That's 8 points of slashing damage. Ooh.
Okay.
And then the last one swinging at Crixus. 14 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. He does not hit you. He's standing there in front of you, though.
Still pissy.
That cycles us around to Aranon. Aranon, you have the Goblin boss and one of his lackeys in front of you. The one that you haven't hit yet or been forced to hit yet.
So here's a question.
Yes.
Is the goblin lackey within 5 feet of the boss?
Yes.
All right. I know. I'm trying to decide what I want to do.
Such a
here.
fun ability. I read it.
What's that?
Might as well kill. Might
Such
as
a
well
fun
kill him
ability.
first, right?
Make her use the reaction. Make her spend it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to swing the short sword at Goblin Queen Princess. I'll
Okay.
go.
Mm-hmm.
17.
Yep. And she takes her friend who's there and sticks him in the way.
Jackass. 10 damage.
10 damage.
Nice shot.
You hear what you assume is a goblin curse word
Yeah.
as he gets sliced in the chest.
So now you could pull out another weapon now this time.
Yeah. You want to get your dagger out or something so that you
If
can
you
start
wanna offhand.
offhanding?
Oh, I didn't think of that before. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. I'm going to
Okay, so
offhand.
Yep. And I'll say you can pull that dagger as like, because you're used to doing this stuff as you slash your. I've seen people in movies pull them out and stuff. So yeah, we'll give you your offhand attack now too. As a dagger kind of comes out of nowhere.
Nat 20. Crit, baby.
Are you swinging at her? Yes.
Oh, yes,
I assume
yes.
so.
Yes, I will.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, she
So-
can't dodge this one.
She can't dodge this one. She can only do
Dodge
that once.
this.
Yeah, exactly right. So this is a critical hit. You don't get to add your dexterity modifier to it, but it's your dagger damage doubled. So
9.
9. Is that doubled? No, that isn't doubled. So it'd be 18, correct?
No, it's 4 plus 1 plus 4.
Okay, so 4 doubled plus 1. Got it. 9. So that puts her at okay. She still looks hale and healthy. She's having fun throwing her friends under the bus, so to speak. So as your action, bonus action, would you like to move? She will not get an AO. She's used a reaction. The lackey will.
AO.
Attack of opportunity.
Oh.
If you move away from them.
No, I think I'm gonna stand my ground at this point.
Okay, with both weapons drawn, standing ground.
Yep.
Perfect. Then that puts us to Ellie, who's going to spiritual weapon. Goblin critically fails. The foot comes down and just completely misses this goblin, and actually leaves itself open for an attack that won't hit it. So
illusory attack.
Yep. Let's see, that was her spiritual weapon, completely whiffed. She's melee attacking the other one with her club, which will hit with a 17, which is...
Come on, big hit.
Damage right on this? What is her damage on her mace? Yep, I did have it right. So that's 6 points of damage to it. And he looks like he's feeling woozy. He's doing pretty well holding off 2 of these guys. I didn't have the goblins attack her. Or no, I did. It missed. That's right. That's her. Then we have 2 going after Doc, 1 going after Crixus.
Did the goblins go already? I thought the goblins went already.
What am I doing? Yeah,
Ellie
no,
just
that was
went.
at least turn,
Ellie
right?
just went. It's Doc's turn. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
Doc's turn.
I'm gonna keep with the javelin on this guy.
I got lost in my head where I was fighting.
Natural 1
Ooh, with
Good
the
lord.
javelin.
with the javelin. Yeah.
You actually, when you swing through with it, you're going to swing, and because of your height and this javelin being kind of long, you're not used to fighting with something like this. You actually make contact with the ground, and you snap the javelin in half.
All right.
It's broken. It wasn't very sturdy to begin with.
That was only a
not
matter of
good.
time.
Yeah.
Can I pull out another weapon for the second attack?
Yeah, you use your bonus action to do it, but yeah.
Okay, sure, I'll do that. This will be the Bulwark Smasher.
Ooh.
Same guy. 12 to hit?
12 misses.
Oh,
This guy's
Yeah.
got a higher AC.
just trying to get it out. Didn't quite swing it. Okay, that's everything then for me.
Okay, that moves us to Crixus.
All right, I'm gonna crack the whip. 24.
That works. Absolutely hits.
And 11 damage again.
How does this guy die?
That whip catches him right perfect where it basically like cuts his artery, and he's gonna
Around the
bleed
neck,
out.
right in there, and you just starts. He falls forward, and it just kind of red in the snow under him.
Cool.
That
And-
is this one. So that one's gone.
And then between the one, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say that was that one, and then there's the one in front of Doc, and your spiritual weapon one as well.
Can I tell which one of the 2 guys in front of me and Doc, is the most beat up?
It's the one Doc's wailing on. The other one just has a big ass bruise on his head from where he got hit by the sled.
All right.
Kind of
Yeah, I'm gonna try to.
like Rocky.
I'm gonna try to
when he says, cut me. His eyes kind of.
Cut me, Dick.
Oh yeah. So now I'm gonna try to guiding bolt at the guy running at us. Then
Okay.
the one that Doc is not engaged with.
Well, they're both in melee range with Doc.
Oh, they are now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
In
The
fact,
one
you could
that
hit
has
either
not
one.
been.
if you had a weapon attack, you could hit either one. But if you're going to guiding bolt, yeah, the one that hasn't been beat up.
Yep.
That works.
And ooh, 20, natural 20.
Oh, that's nice. That's very nice.
And so 8d6 for the guiding bolt.
That's
Holy
devastating.
guiding bolt does that much?
Well, it does 4d6 naturally.
Oh my god.
So 27 damage total.
How does this guy die?
I mean, it's like Iron Man's repulsor ray out of his gloves, like just right through his eye, and then there's a hole that you can see through. He drops down.
One of those things where you see Doc on the other side, just kind of his eyes real big, looking through the hole in the head of the goblin. The goblin kind of falls over. That's fantastic. That was a productive turn. Holy cow.
Oh, he's got to make up for Doc's lack of.
Yeah. Back to the goblins. We're going with the boss on Aranon. That is a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll make the second attack and see if it hits. A 16 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, so 2 hits. That is 8 slashing damage. And then 4 slashing damage.
I'm going to use my uncanny dodge for the
8
slashing.
So it's a total of 8 slashing damage then that you take from the 2 attacks. The next guy, the lackey, 18 to hit.
Yep.
And 3 slashing damage. How you feeling there, Hernan?
I, too, am feeling a little woozy.
A little punchy.
Let's do that. Third one is running back to the wagon. He climbs up in the wagon. The one is engaged with a spiritual weapon. The other one swings at Ellie for 24. That would hit Ellie for 4 slashing damage. Ellie. Deal some damage to her. Damages. And then that does 8 to her. That one's there. Those all went. The polar bears are eating the meat. One is entertained by Crixus's spiritual weapon. And the other one is attacking Doc for 10 to hit Doc.
Nope.
He's a little distracted by his friend who just had a hole blown in his head. That cycles us back around to Aranon.
How we're looking at some time here, John, huh?
Yeah, we're looking pretty close. What do we have? We have 1, 2. Let's play through to the goblins again. Let's play through your guys' turns.
Okay.
And see where this ends up. Because there's a chance something may happen.
Aranon, you may want to run.
Right. I am going to dagger at the woman.
Short sword dagger.
Air quotes, woman. I'm going to do dagger first.
So you're doing dagger, so you get your dexterity bonus with your dagger? I suppose it really doesn't matter one way or the other. Sure. Whatever your first attack is, you call your dagger. That's cool.
19.
19 hits.
For 6.
6. Okay. She will actually, she'll grab her buddy and do that again. Sorry. She will do that first time, every time.
Yep. And so as she's doing that, I swing and I poke him with my dagger. I'm immediately following up with my short sword.
Okay.
Come on, big money.
Almost like you expected it.
Yeah, almost. 25.
Yes, that hits.
For how much? How much? Come on, give me the number. 9.
9. All right. So that brings us to there with her. Okay. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, I'm set where I'm at.
Okay. Ellie is going to spiritual weapon the one in front of her. Clobbers it. The foot kind of comes up out of the snow and just readjusts a little, and there's kind of goblin. Everyone kind of shoots out from underneath this foot as this one expires. She takes her mace to the one in front of her. That's a 16, so that hits. Come on, big number, big number, big number. Yes! She clubs this one in the head and just caves in the side of its skull, and it goes over to the side as well.
I really wish I had a sound effects board.
Yeah, right? There's all different kind of cool sound effects you could put to this. So
Actually, I do have my soundboard. I should find some.
Inspired. The one is still fighting Crixus' spirit. Or did you drop your spirit? No, it's still up, right? Crixus, your
Yeah,
spirit.
it's still up.
Okay.
I'll try to move it next round, but well, yeah, it killed that guy last round.
That was Ellie's turn again, not Goblin's turn.
Yeah. Oh. You're right. You're right. So that one's gone. That one being gone.
Dead.
That one being gone.
Dead. Not dead. Dead.
There's one there. There's two there.
Not dead yet.
I'm getting better.
She did that. Doc.
I'm assuming Ellie would probably make some movement towards Aranon at this point.
Having eliminated both of hers, yes, she would be moving towards Aranon. Yes.
All right, let's
And
get
actually
this guy.
get to him. That spacing is about 30 feet. So.
All right, I'm gonna try and finish this guy off.
Okay.
15 to hit.
Yep.
And that would be 5 damage. Oh wait, I can re-roll this because it's a two-handed weapon. Okay, so it's 6 damage.
6 damage.
Better.
He is hanging on by the slimmest of threads.
Second attack then. Come on. That will be enough. And 7 damage. That's
7 damage.
Like 18 to hit.
So how does this guy die?
I'm just cleaving through him. He doesn't matter to me anymore.
Just cleaving through him. Cut it, set
Top
it and
to
forget
bottom
it.
or top to bottom or left to right?
Just kind of a
Good
get
question.
out of my way. Just
But
yeah.
as you cleave into him and just he kind of top half of his body kind of slides away off to the side, there's a sudden explosion. Not earth shattering, nothing that's throwing anyone back or anywhere, but like action movie explosion from the back end of the wagon as the one goblin kind of jumps out and he's doing one of these things as the explosion happens behind it, and the whole wagon goes up in flames. This gets the polar bear's attention. They both panic and heave on their moorings and start pulling this wagon away. And we'll stop right there as this flaming wagon is about to start moving.
Run, polar bears, run.
Run,
Right,
polar
jeez.
bears, run!
Didn't like Crixus take his last turn. Oh.
It's a good time to end it up.
Could have done. Maybe
I think-
done a guiding bolt at the boss or something.
I thought there was one more by us. Maybe not.
Nope.
No, Crixus lit
Killed
one
them
on
off,
fire, turned him into
okay.
a burnt match, and the other one, yeah.
So we
Okay,
have a
so-
flaming polar bear wagon to deal with next week.
Of course.
Good deal.
It's Tom Norman. Take us home, buddy.
Oh, thank you to everybody for watching this week. We've got some good numbers. I was watching our viewers climb in and out, so we had some good people watching. Thank you very much for coming and joining us, at least even for a couple minutes. We appreciate the support, and we hope you find it entertaining. Clearly we do. Otherwise we wouldn't be here weekly. Speaking of weekly, we're here every Sunday, 8:30 a.m. Central Time. United States, we are in Green Bay, Wisconsin. In case you couldn't figure that out, everybody has their Packers stuff on. Countdown 4 hours. And if you're enjoying the show like we are, tell a friend, tell a family member, tell some guy on the street that you walk past, poke him and say, hey, did you hear about Two Nerds One Quest? It's kind of fun. And then just walk away, and they'll be really confused, and they'll look it up, and then hopefully they'll find us on the internet and then come and watch. I mean,
or just sit in the corner and rock back and forth. Oh, Two Nerds One Quest. Two Nerds One Quest.
Yeah.
Someone will look it up.
15 minutes to Two Nerds One Quest. 15 minutes to Two Nerds One Quest.
Put a straight jacket on to accentuate.
Otherwise, the other way you can support us, we have a Discord. Hop in there. The link has been going in and out of our chat. Join us. It's free. Have fun. Look at that. Nightbot just tossed it in there as I was talking. Join the link.
On time.
It's absolutely free. Hit us up with some questions. Talk to other people. I mean, granted, there's really not many people in there right now, so hop in. Direct access to all four of us. We're in there quite a bit. Otherwise, go to patreon.com/2nerds1quest. That is the other way to support us. We have some really good rewards. Even $1 a month helps us kind of alleviate some of this. So patreon.com/2nerds1quest. You can find us all on Twitter. We are at 2nerds1quest, number 2 nerds, number 1 quest. I am Tom M. Norman, TOMMNORMAN. Genius, Mr. Genius Lazy Dragon, is Lazy Dragon GB. Cooch is Crazy Cooch. And the empty chair is Wildfire 1265. For me, for John, for Ryan, and for Jeff. We be out.
Run away.
Go, Pack, go.